I can't believe I'm actually doing this, I whispered to myself as I stood in the middle of the cafe, holding the small velvet box in my shaking hand. The lights felt too bright and everyone around me seemed to hold their breath, waiting for Maya's reaction. I tried to smile at her, but my voice cracked when I said, "Maya, will you marry me?" For a second she just stared. No smile. No surprise. Just a cold, sharp look that made my stomach twist. Then she laughed, loud, harsh, and way too confident. "Aiden, are you serious?" she said, flipping her hair as if my heart wasn't hanging on her next words. "You? Proposing to me? God, you're not even good enough for something like that." I felt the air leave my lungs. "What do you mean I'm not good enough?" I asked, my voice barely holding together. Her friends at the back snickered. One of them whispered something like, "Pathetic," and the sound pierced me like a needle. Maya crossed her arms and rolled her eyes. "You're too simple," she said. "I need someone better. Someone who can actually match me. I don't want to settle." "Settle?" I repeated. My throat felt tight. After everything we've been through? She didn't care. She didn't even blink. She just turned her head away like I was some stranger begging for attention. "Aiden, let's not make this dramatic," she said. "You're sweet but not enough. And I don't want you thinking we're something we're not." I stared at her, waiting for something. Some sign that this was a joke, a misunderstanding, anything. But she only sighed and waved her hand dismissively. "Stand up," she said. "You're embarrassing yourself." My knees felt weak as I slowly got up. People were still staring. I tried to speak, but the words didn't come. My chest felt heavy, like someone was squeezing my ribs from the inside. "Maya, I thought you loved me," I finally managed to say. She scoffed. "Loved? Aiden, please. Stop being dramatic. I never said anything about forever. You're just comfortable. But comfort gets boring." The room felt colder. "So I was just temporary?" I asked. Maya shrugged. "Don't make me the bad guy. I'm just being honest. You should thank me." "Thank you?" I repeated. "For humiliating me?" "If you call that humiliation, maybe you're more sensitive than I thought," she said, lifting her phone as if she was bored of the entire scene. I felt something inside me crack. Not loudly, not violently, but silently, like a glass left under too much pressure. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to breathe. And just when I thought she might say something softer, something human, she walked past me, brushing my shoulder. "I'm done here," she said. "Let's go, girls." Her friends followed her, laughing like the whole thing was entertainment. I stood there alone, feeling like my world had collapsed in front of strangers. Then I heard a familiar voice. "Aiden." Liam rushed toward me, grabbing my shoulder. "Man, what the hell happened?" "I don't know," I whispered. "I really don't know." Liam looked toward the door where Maya had disappeared. "She didn't deserve you," he said. "But screw that for now. Let's get out of here before you punch someone." I tried to laugh, but it came out broken. "I just wanted her to say yes," I said. "That's all I wanted. And someday someone will," Liam replied. "But not her. Never her." As we walked out of the cafe, I felt my heart tearing, piece by piece. I didn't know then that this night, this painful, humiliating night, would be the moment that changed everything. I only knew that I wasn't the same person who walked in with hope. I was walking out shattered. And the pain stayed with me long. I sat on Liam's couch with my head in my hands, still trying to breathe after everything that happened last night. Liam placed a drink in front of me and said, "You need to hear something, bro." I looked up, already scared of whatever he was about to say. "Just tell me," I muttered. He hesitated, then leaned closer. "Maya's been seeing someone else." My chest tightened. "Who?" "Evan. That rich guy from her college. She's been meeting him for months." I felt something rip inside me. "Months?" "Liam, she told me they barely knew each other." "She lied, man. And that proposal rejection? She planned it." I stood up, pacing. "What? Why make a show out of breaking me?" "Because she wanted Evan to see she was moving up," Liam said. I grabbed my phone. "I'm calling her." She didn't answer. I tried again. Blocked. "She blocked you everywhere," Liam said quietly. Anger filled my stomach like fire. "I need to see her. I need answers." Liam grabbed my arm. "Aiden, don't do anything stupid." "I just want the truth," I said, pulling away. I went straight to the cafe where she usually hung out, and there she was, laughing with Evan like I never existed. "Maya," I shouted. She turned, annoyed. "What now, Aiden? Did you cheat on me? Just say it." She laughed, leaning into Evan. "Oh my God, relax. I just leveled up." My jaw tightened. "So I was practice?" A placeholder? Pretty much, she said. Don't be dramatic. I felt my hands shake. You humiliated me on purpose. Aiden, stop acting like a victim, she said. You should thank me for being honest. I wanted to scream, but then I noticed someone standing behind her, Nora. She looked at me with guilt in her eyes, like she wanted to speak but couldn't. Nora, I said quietly. Did you know about this? She stepped forward. I didn't agree with any of this. Maya rolled her eyes. Don't start, Nora. You're making it weird. Nora ignored her. Aiden, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve this. Evan smirked. Man, just move on. She chose better. I stepped closer. Better? She lost her morals trying to impress you. Maya scoffed. Please. Don't embarrass yourself again. Nora whispered, Aiden, please go. She's not worth this pain. I looked at her, surprised by the softness in her voice. Why do you care? Because someone should, she said. Maya scoffed again. Great. The quiet girl thinks she's a hero. I shook my head. I'm done here. As I turned away, Nora reached for my arm. Aiden, wait. I faced her, confused. Why are you helping me? She glanced at Maya, then back at me. Because the truth matters even if she doesn't care about it. Nora, stop acting dramatic, Maya snapped. Nora didn't flinch. You hurt him for fun, Maya. That's not something I can stay quiet about anymore. My chest stung hearing her defend me. You knew she was doing this? I didn't know everything, she said, but I knew enough to feel sick. Maya stepped forward. Nora, you're unbelievable. I trusted you. You trusted no one, Nora replied. You just use people. I took a slow breath. I guess I finally see everything for what it really is. Evan laughed behind her. Come on, man. Don't act heartbroken. You'll live. I turned toward him. I will. But you won't enjoy the girl you think you won. Maya scoffed loudly. You're bitter? That's all. I glanced at Nora. Thanks for speaking up. I didn't expect that. She nodded gently. You deserved better. Honestly. I was sitting alone on a park bench when my phone buzzed. I almost ignored it, but the name on the screen made me pause. Nora? I whispered before answering. Hey, why are you calling me? Her voice came out soft. Aiden, can we talk? Just for a few minutes? I hesitated. If this is about Maya, I'm not sure I can handle more. It's not, she said quickly. It's about you. Please? Something in her tone made me give in. Fine. Where are you? Behind the east fountain, she replied. I walked toward her, and when she saw me, she stepped forward like she'd been waiting a long time. Thank you for coming, she said. I crossed my arms. Why did you call? I thought you didn't want to get in the middle of this. She shook her head. I never agreed with what Maya did. I tried to stop her, Aiden. I really did. You warned her? I asked. Yes, she said quietly. I told her humiliating you would only make her look cruel. But she didn't listen. I let out a humorless laugh. Of course she didn't. Nora bit her lip. I know you don't trust anything connected to her right now, but I needed you to know I'm not like that. I didn't think you were, I said. You looked guilty that day. It confused me. She sighed. Because I knew she planned it. Not the whole scene but the breakup? Yes. She kept bragging about Evan, and I tried to talk sense into her. Hearing that made my stomach twist. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I didn't know how, she admitted. You always looked at her like she was your whole world. I didn't want to be the person who destroyed that. I sat down on the bench, rubbing my face. She destroyed it herself. Nora slowly sat beside me. Aiden, she didn't just fall for Evan. She wanted his money. She kept saying you were safe, but Evan was profitable. My hands tightened. So I was an investment failure? I'm sorry, she whispered. I shouldn't have said it like that. No, thank you. I needed the truth. Nora looked at me with careful eyes. I respected you, you know. You always treated Maya kindly. You always tried. Maybe that was the problem, I muttered. I tried too hard. Trying isn't wrong, she said. She just didn't deserve it. Her voice felt steady. Real. And for the first time since everything happened, I felt someone understood me. Why are you even helping me? I asked. Because you look like you're drowning, she replied. And I can't watch that. I glanced at her. You barely know me. I know enough, she said. I know you didn't deserve what she did. And I know you're stronger than this pain. Her words hit deeper than I expected. I don't feel strong. You will, she said. And I'll help you if you'll let me. I stared at her, unsure. Why would you do that? She hesitated before answering. Because I don't want to lose myself by staying silent. And because I think you deserve someone in your corner. I exhaled slowly. Nora, I don't know what comes next for me. That's okay, she said. You don't have to. Just don't let Maya be the end of your story. I nodded. I won't. Not anymore. Good, she said with a small smile. Because I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere. Something shifted inside me at that moment. Not love. Not revenge. Something quieter. A spark of wanting to rise, not to prove Maya wrong but to prove myself right. Nora, I said softly, thank you. You're welcome, she whispered. I've got your back now. I met Nora outside the library the next afternoon. She waved at me with a small, nervous smile. Aiden, can we talk for a minute? I exhaled. Sure. What's going on? She hesitated before blurting, I have an idea. And you're probably going to think it's crazy. I raised a brow. Try me. She took a breath. What if we pretend to be close? Maybe even look like we're dating? I stared at her. What? Nora, no. No. I don't want to use you. I'm offering, she said quickly. And I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because Maya needs to see she wasn't the queen she thought she was. I shook my head. Revenge dating? That's messy. She crossed her arms. You think Maya deserves peace after what she did? She used you. Lied to you. Hurt you for sport. That doesn't mean I should drag you into it, I said. You're not dragging me, she replied. I'm walking in myself. I rubbed my forehead. Nora, I don't want to be the guy who pretends to date someone just to piss off my ex. She stepped closer. This isn't just for her. It's for you too. You keep looking at yourself like you're broken. You're not. I looked away. I don't know what I am right now. That's why I'm here, she said quietly. Let me help you stand again. Before I could respond, I heard loud laughter from behind us. Maya and Evan walked past, holding hands like they were in some cheesy commercial. Maya smirked at me. Still crying? Evan chuckled. He looks like he hasn't slept. Maya leaned into his arm. Come on, Evan. Let's go somewhere classy. Their words hit harder than I expected. My jaw tightened. My chest burned. Nora watched me, her eyes soft but steady. Still think my idea is stupid? She whispered. I swallowed. I think I'm tired of being the weak one. So is that a yes? She asked. I hesitated for a moment, then nodded. Only if you're sure. I'm sure, she said without blinking. I want Maya to see the one thing she can't stand, your happiness without her. I let out a shaky breath. Okay then. We try this. Her eyes lit up with determination. Good. First rule, we don't fake anything too extreme. Just closeness, talking, spending time together. Right? I said. Nothing weird. She laughed softly. Relax. I'm not planning on trapping you. I actually smiled. I didn't think you were. We walked together toward the street and something about it felt natural. Too natural. Nora nudged my arm lightly. So what now? Maybe we start slow, I said. Like hanging out. Talking. Talking is easy, she said. You already talk to me more honestly than you ever talked to Maya. That sentence froze me. Is that true? You tell me, she said. I thought about it. The long nights with Maya where she was always distracted. The way I never felt heard. And now Nora, who listened like every word mattered. Yeah, I muttered. It's true. We sat on a bench, close but not touching. Nora looked forward. Aiden, I meant what I said yesterday. I want to see you rise. I want that too, I replied. Not just to hurt Maya. For myself. She smiled gently. Good. Because this deal only works if you don't lose yourself in the revenge. I met her eyes. Honestly, I'm more scared of losing myself in something else. What do you mean? She asked. I swallowed. I don't know if this is just a plan anymore, or if I'm starting to actually feel something around you. She froze, then whispered, Aiden, we'll take it one step at a time. Whatever you feel, you don't have to fight it. Even if it's confusing? I asked. Especially then, she said. And just like that, something inside me shifted again, quiet, steady, dangerous. Not for Maya. For me. And maybe for Nora. When Maya called me desperate in front of her friends, something inside me cracked. I tried walking away, but Nora caught my wrist and whispered, Come with me. Now. I followed her behind the cafe, my chest still burning. Why did she even say that? I muttered. Because she wants power, Nora said sharply. And she thinks she still has it over you. I leaned against the wall, exhaling shakily. Well, she does. She makes sure I feel it every time. No, Nora said, stepping closer. You're letting her. That's different. I looked at her, confused and tired. Then what do you want me to do? Ignore it? Pretend it doesn't hurt? No, she said again, this time softer. I want you to end this game once and for all. I frowned. How? She took a deep breath. By marrying me. I stared at her, completely stunned. Nora, that's not funny. I'm not joking, she said firmly. I'm serious. Why? I whispered. Why would you even suggest something like that? Because I'm done watching you bleed, she said. And because I know you're tired of chasing someone who used you. If we marry, it stops her game. Stops the humiliation. And maybe we both heal. We barely started pretending to be close, I said, rubbing my forehead. And now you want an actual marriage? Yes, she answered without hesitation. Real. Not fake. Nora, do you really want this? She nodded slowly. I wouldn't say it if I didn't. I swallowed hard. And you're not doing this for revenge? Partly, she admitted. But mostly because you deserve someone who's not ashamed to stand beside you. I want to be that person. Her voice shook on the last line and I felt something shift inside me. Not revenge. Not bitterness. Something quieter. Warmer. Okay, I said finally. Yes. Her eyes widened. Are you sure? Yes, I repeated. I'm saying yes, because I trust you. She let out a breath, almost relieved. Then we tell them today. Your parents too? I asked. They'll be shocked, she said with a tiny smile, but they'll understand. 2 hours later, we stood in Nora's living room. Her mom blinked rapidly, clutching a dish towel. You're getting married? Today? Nora squeezed my hand. Yes, Mom. Her dad folded his arms. Is this sudden? Yes, but I know my daughter. If she's choosing you, she means it. I bowed my head respectfully. I promise I won't disrespect her trust. Her mom stepped closer. Are you two in love? Nora looked at me, really looked. Not yet, she said honestly. But we're choosing each other. Her parents exchanged a long glance before nodding slowly. Then we support you, her mom said. The knot in my chest loosened a little. When word spread, Maya arrived before we even finished signing the papers. She stormed into the hall like she owned the place. What the hell is this? She screamed. I stayed silent. Nora stepped in front of me. Maya, stop, she said. You married him? Maya shouted. What? Why would you steal my backup option? I felt a cold wave wash through me. Backup option? I repeated quietly. Maya rolled her eyes. Don't act surprised. You were never permanent material. Just convenient. Nora's voice sharpened. Then why does it bother you so much that he's not running after you anymore? Because you're supposed to be my friend. Maya snapped. You don't take what's mine. I didn't take anything, Nora said. You threw him away. Everyone stared at her. Even I did. Maya looked at me with disgust. You're really going to marry her? Out of pity? Out of revenge? No, I said calmly. I'm marrying her because she sees me. Something you never did. Maya's face twisted. You'll regret this. I met her eyes, steady and clear. No. I regret wasting years on someone who didn't love me. She let out a frustrated scream and stormed out, her friends scrambling behind her. When the door slammed shut, Nora looked up at me. Are you okay? For the first time, I said, breathing deeply, I think I might be. She smiled softly. Then let's start fresh, together. And as I took her hand, I realized the truth. Maya didn't break me today. Nora saved me. I first heard the rumors about Evan from Liam. He called me early in the morning, sounding almost breathless. Bro, you're not gonna believe this, he said. What now? I asked, half awake. Evan's been seeing other girls. Plural. And not even secretly. I sat up. You're serious? As serious as it gets. His business partner told someone and it spread. I rubbed my forehead. And Maya? She's losing it, Liam said. Screaming matches. Public scenes. The whole package. I let out a slow breath. She chose him. Yeah, Liam replied, but she didn't choose this version. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. 2 days later, Maya called me. I stared at her name blinking on the screen. Nora sat across from me at the table and raised an eyebrow. You gonna answer? I should, I said quietly. I picked up. Yeah. Her voice came soft, fake, almost sugary. Hey, I just wanted to check on you. Everything okay? I'm fine, I said. Busy. Oh, she replied, the sweetness slipping. Busy with what? My life, I said flatly. She hesitated. I heard you and Nora are settling in. We are. Another pause. Are you happy? Why does it matter? I asked. She exhaled sharply. I was just asking. Well, I'm good, I said. Take care. Before she could answer, I ended the call. Nora leaned forward. You okay? Yeah, I said, surprising myself. It didn't hurt this time. Nora smiled gently. That's progress. Over the next few weeks, I focused on myself with a kind of determination I hadn't felt in years. I met with new clients, pushed my projects harder, and even Liam commented on my growth. One evening, he patted my shoulder and said, You're glowing, man. I'm working, I said. No, he replied, you're rebuilding. Nora noticed too. She'd sit beside me while I worked, offering tea, ideas, or just quiet company. You know, she said once, you never got a chance to grow when you were with her. You spent all your energy trying to keep her happy. Maybe, I admitted. But I'm done with that now. I'm glad, she whispered. You deserve more than the bare minimum. Her words stayed with me the whole night. But Maya's life kept falling apart. One afternoon, I ran into Evan's business partner outside a cafe. He recognized me instantly. You're the guy Maya left, he said bluntly. Yeah, I replied. He sighed. Sorry about all that. Evan's unpredictable. That's one word for it. He's been messing around again, he added. Maya's been calling everyone trying to get help. It's messy. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Because she keeps blaming you, he said. Says her life fell apart after your marriage. I blinked. I haven't talked to her. I know. That's the problem. She wants you to care. I don't, I said honestly. Good, he replied. You shouldn't. He walked away, leaving me with a strange heaviness, not pain, just disbelief at how far Maya had spiraled. That night, Nora found me sitting on the balcony. Something on your mind? Her life's cracking, I said quietly. And she blames me. Nora sat beside me. She blames everyone except the person responsible. I don't want her suffering, I whispered. I just don't want to be part of it. You're not, she said. You walked away. She followed the chaos she chose. I looked at her, really looked. You're nothing like her. Nora tilted her head. Is that good or bad? It's good, I said, my voice softer. You're gentle, loyal, honest. Everything she pretended to be. Her cheeks warmed. I just care about you. I know, I said. And I'm starting to care too. Her eyes met mine, steady and sure. Then let's keep building. You and me. For the first time in a long time, I felt peace settling over me, not forced, not borrowed, but real. And beside me, Nora smiled like she already saw the future I was finally starting to believe in. Liam was the first to tell me what happened. She's done, man, he said over the phone. Evan cheated on her at a club. In front of everyone. I leaned back on the couch. Publicly? Humiliatingly, he replied. She broke down. People recorded it. I closed my eyes for a moment. I'm not celebrating that. I know, he said softly. But you should know she's not stable right now. Yeah, I murmured. I figured. Later that night, there was pounding at the door, desperate, uneven. Nora looked at me from across the room. Aiden? She whispered. I already knew. When I opened the door, Maya stood there drenched in tears, mascara running, breath shaking. Aiden, she sobbed, please let me in. I didn't move. What are you doing here? She pushed past me and stepped inside. I didn't know where else to go. Nora stayed by the hallway, silent, watching. Maya wiped her face with trembling hands. He cheated on me. In front of everyone. He doesn't even care. He said I was nothing. I swallowed. I'm sorry you went through that. She stepped closer. Aiden, I made a mistake. A huge one. I shouldn't have left you. I shouldn't have hurt you. I didn't know what I had. I kept my voice calm. You made your choice. I know, she cried. But I miss you. I miss your kindness. Your patience. The way you loved me. I stared at her, waiting for something. Anger, heartbreak, the familiar sting. But there was nothing. Just quiet. She reached for my hand. Aiden, please, can we try again? I'll fix everything. I'll be better. Just, don't leave me like he did. I pulled my hand away. Maya, I'm not coming back. Her face twisted. What? After everything we had? Because, I said slowly, you taught me how to stop loving you. She staggered back as if I'd struck her. What does that mean? It means you broke something so deeply that it can't be rebuilt. And when I finally stood up again, I realized you weren't part of my future. Her breathing sharpened. This is because of her, isn't it? She pointed at Nora. She poisoned you against me. Nora stepped forward, voice steady. Maya, I didn't. Shut up. Maya screamed. You were supposed to be my friend. I raised a hand. She didn't destroy anything. You did that all by yourself. Maya shot me a wounded glare. You're defending her? Over me? Yes, I said simply. She shook her head wildly. She stole you. She wanted you from the start. Nora whispered, that's not true. Maya ignored her and turned back to me. Aiden, please. I'm begging you. I need you. I can change. No, I said quietly. You don't need me. You just don't like losing. Her jaw clenched. You think she's better than me? I met her eyes. She's honest. She's kind. She stood by me when I had nothing left. That's more than you ever did. Maya's body went still, her expression hardening into rage. You'll regret this, she whispered. Both of you will. I won't, I replied. Nora came to stand beside me, her arm brushing mine. The moment Maya saw us standing together, something inside her snapped. You replaced me, she hissed. Just like that. No, I said. You left me long before I walked away. For a second she looked small, broken, lost, defeated. Then she turned to the door. I hope she destroys you the way I destroyed myself. She slammed it behind her. The echo faded slowly. Nora touched my arm. Are you okay? I exhaled, feeling the weight lift from somewhere deep. Yeah, I whispered. For the first time. I actually am. Nora's fingers tightened gently around mine. I'm here. Whatever happens next, I'm not leaving. And as I looked at her, calm and steady beside me, I realized the truth. She wasn't just support. She was becoming home. Nora touched my shoulder the morning after Maya's breakdown. You didn't sleep, did you? I shook my head. I kept thinking about what she said. She sat beside me. You don't have to hold her pain anymore. I know, I said quietly. I'm done carrying anything that belongs to her. Nora smiled gently. Good. You deserve that freedom. Days passed, calm and steady. I focused on work, on myself, on breathing again without weight on my chest. Nora became a constant presence, soft, patient, never pushing. One evening she stepped into my room with 2 mugs. Chamomile, she said. You look stressed. I laughed slightly. Do I? You always raise one eyebrow when something bothers you. I blinked. I do. Yes, she teased, sitting beside me. So, what's on your mind this time? I sighed. Maya messaged again. Her smile faded. What did she say? Same things. I miss you. I'm sorry. Talk to me. I shook my head. I'm not replying. Nora studied me carefully. You're sure it's not out of anger? No, I said, surprised by my own voice. It's because I'm finally done. She softened. I'm proud of you. Feels strange, I admitted. Like I'm learning to walk again. Well, she said with a playful shrug, I'm good at holding hands. I chuckled. Yeah, you really are. A week later Liam came over. Bro, Maya is spiraling. I frowned. What now? She's fighting with Evan every day. He's seeing 2 other girls. Her friends are distancing themselves. Her grades tanked. I rubbed my temples. That was bound to happen. You're really not gonna talk to her? He asked. No, I answered. Talking to her would pull me back. Nora walked in with water for Liam. He smiled. You 2 look healthier. Nora blushed a little. We're trying. I nodded. We're doing good. After Liam left, Nora leaned against the doorway. Did you mean that? What? That we're doing good. I looked at her slowly. Yeah, I did. She stepped closer. Because I like this. Even if it started in a strange way. I met her eyes. I like it too. Her voice softened. Then let's build something real. I didn't hesitate. I want that. Later that night, my phone buzzed again. Maya. I ignored it. Nora noticed. You okay? Yes, I said. Ignoring her used to hurt. Now it just feels right. She placed her hand on mine. You're healing. Because of you, I whispered. No, she said gently. Because you finally chose yourself. I let out a breath. Maybe that's the real revenge. What is? Peace, I said. Peace she can't touch anymore. Nora nodded. You took your power back, Aiden? My chest warmed. And you helped me remember I'm worth more than someone's temporary affection. She brushed her fingers across my cheek. You always were. A few days later, I sat on the balcony with her, watching the sunset. She leaned her head on my shoulder. Aiden, she whispered, are you happy? I thought about it, the chaos, the hurt, the betrayal, the long nights I spent trying to understand why I wasn't enough. And then I looked at her. Yes, I said. With you. I am. She smiled softly. Good. Because I'm not going anywhere. I squeezed her hand. Neither am I. My phone buzzed again, Maya's name flashing across the screen. Nora glanced at it. Do you want to block her? I looked at the message for a long second, then put the phone face down. No need. I don't care enough anymore. Nora whispered, that sounds like freedom. It is, I said. And peace feels better than revenge ever could. She rested her forehead against mine. Then let's keep choosing peace together. And for the first time in years I felt whole. Not because Maya fell apart, but because I finally stopped letting her control me. The moment I stepped into the cafe, I heard Maya's voice before I even saw her. So this is what you do now, Nora? Steal people who don't belong to you. Her tone sliced through the soft chatter around us. I froze. She's really doing this here? Nora's chair scraped lightly as she stood. Maya, you're misunderstanding. I never... Misunderstanding? Maya laughed sharply. You knew how I felt about him. You were supposed to be my friend. I moved closer, close enough that the cafe owner glanced nervously at us from behind the counter. I could see the tension in Nora's shoulders, the way she held her breath. Maya, I said, my voice firm enough that all three of them looked at me. Stop. She turned, startled. You're here? Perfect. Then say it. Tell her she ruined everything. No, I replied. She didn't ruin anything. You did. Her eyes widened. Me? Yeah, I said, stepping between them. You didn't lose me because Nora stole me. You lost me because you never valued me when you had the chance. Maya's jaw trembled. That's not fair. You know that's not fair. It's the truth, I said. You pushed me away every time I tried to get close. You acted like my feelings were disposable. And the day you rejected me... Her voice cracked. I wasn't thinking clearly. You never thought clearly, I interrupted. You treated my heart like it was something you could pick up later if you felt like it. The cafe owner coughed softly, like he wanted to intervene but didn't dare. Maya looked around at the gathering eyes, then back at me. So you just married her? She whispered. I took a breath. You rejected me like I was nothing. But Nora saw me when no one else did. Nora's eyes softened, but she stayed silent, letting me speak. Maya stared at the floor. I didn't know you felt that deeply. I tried to tell you, I said. You just never listened. She shook her head. I thought you'd always be there. I thought you were safe. I answered. Until the day I realized you'd never choose me no matter what I did. Maya wrapped her arms around herself. I made mistakes. I know that. But you didn't even give me a chance to fix things. I waited years for you to care, I said. Years. By the time you realized what you wanted, I'd already stopped hurting. Her voice wilted. Do you love her? I looked at Nora, steady, gentle, strong, and said, yes. Maya flinched like I'd hit her. And there's nothing left for me? There's closure, I said softly. But not us. Not anymore. She wiped her cheek quickly. I don't understand why she got the version of you I always wanted. I exhaled. Because she cared. Because she didn't take me for granted. Because she never made me feel like an embarrassment for wanting love. The cafe owner approached cautiously. Everything all right here? Yes, I said. We're finishing up. Maya looked at me one last time. I didn't think you'd ever be capable of choosing someone else over me. I didn't think so either, I admitted. But losing you showed me something. My worth wasn't tied to your approval. She let out a shaky breath. I threw everything away, didn't I? I nodded. Yeah, you did. Nora stepped closer to me, not touching, just standing with me. Maya's gaze flicked between us, and for the first time, I saw real understanding in her eyes. Painful, heavy, unmistakable. I hope, she whispered, voice breaking. I hope you're happy. I am, I said. And I hope you'll be okay. She gave a small, defeated nod and walked out of the cafe without another word. The door shut softly behind her. Nora touched my hand. "Are you all right?" I breathed out slowly. "Yeah." For the first time, yeah. I sat on the balcony with Nora, the city lights flickering below us. She leaned her head on my shoulder. "Do you ever think about her?" I exhaled slowly. "Sometimes. But not like I used to." Her fingers brushed mine. "Not at all like the old days?" "No," I said firmly. "I used to feel pain, anger, confusion. Now it's just lessons." She smiled softly. "Lessons?" "Yes," I said. "I didn't marry you to hurt her. Not fully at least." I paused, feeling the warmth of her hand on mine. "I married you because you showed me something she never did. Real love. Steady. Honest. Healing." Nora shifted slightly, looking up at me. "You mean, because I made you feel safe?" "Exactly," I replied. "Safe, understood, seen. You didn't just see me, you stayed when no one else would." Her lips curved into a small smile. "I guess that's worth more than any revenge." I nodded. "It is." And for the first time, I realized revenge never actually fixed anything. It only distracted me from what really mattered: choosing myself, choosing peace, choosing us. She laughed quietly. "Look at you, sounding all wise and grown up." I chuckled. "I learned from the hard way. Losing her, losing control. I needed that before I could appreciate what's right in front of me." She rested her forehead against mine. "And what's right in front of you is me?" "Yes," I whispered. "No doubts, no regrets. Just you." There was a soft silence, only the hum of the city below. I thought about Maya for a moment, not with hatred, not with bitterness, but with clarity. Her life had crumbled. Evan left her, her friends stopped answering, her confidence shattered. She sent messages, called, tried to reach me. But I didn't respond. "I don't celebrate her downfall," I admitted aloud. "I never wanted her pain. I just wanted my life back, and I found it with you." Nora squeezed my hand. "And you won't ever let anyone take that from you again?" "Never," I said. "Not her. Not anyone." I leaned back, letting the night air wash over me. I used to think losing someone meant losing myself. But losing her, it led me to the right person. The one who actually values me. Nora smiled, her eyes shining in the dim light. "So all the heartbreak, all the betrayal, it was worth it?" I shook my head slightly. "I wouldn't say worth it, exactly. It was necessary. Pain taught me boundaries, betrayal taught me caution, and rejection taught me self-respect." "And you're at peace now?" she asked. "Yes," I said, breathing deeply. "I've stopped chasing shadows. I've stopped trying to prove myself to someone who never saw me. I'm choosing growth over grudges, love over pain, healing over hatred." She laughed softly. "Wow, that's a lot of wisdom for one night." I smiled. "It's been years in the making. But here I am. Free. With you. And I mean it, free from her, free from the past, free to actually live." Her head rested on my shoulder again. "Then we keep moving forward?" "Yes," I said, pressing a gentle kiss to her hair. "Forward together. No looking back. No regrets. Only what we build from here." I thought of Maya one last time, a shadow of someone I once loved, a chapter closed. And as I held Nora's hand, I felt it clearly, the sweetness of peace, the strength of love, the power of choosing my own ending. "Thank you," I whispered, "for being the person I needed when I didn't even know it." "You don't have to thank me," she said softly. "Just stay." "I will," I said. "And this time it's forever." And with that, I stepped fully into the life I had reclaimed. No bitterness, no vengeance, only love, only growth, only us.